Hello, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Imperial Collector. I am Oliver Dean McCurry, the Imperial Collector. Today we have a special dual unboxing episode for you, and maybe there's some clues as to who we're going to be unboxing. Perhaps my friend here, that's correct, Chopper, the astrometric droid from Star Wars Rebels. We will be unboxing him today. He's actually C110P Chop, or they nickname him Chopper. So that's where it comes from, like R2D2 or R5D4. His call letters are actually C110P, 10P, which looks like Chop, and that's where they gave him the nickname Chopper. So we're going to unbox him first, and then we're unboxing someone that goes along with this ship. This is the Ghost. And we have the Phantom 2 on the back here, which is a scout ship that detaches. But the captain of this ship, known as the Ghost, is none other than Hera Syndulla, General Hera Syndulla. And we're going to be unboxing the figure of her, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the Ahsoka series. Interesting fact, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is married to none other than Ewan McGregor. Now, Ewan McGregor, you're like, that name sounds familiar. Well, hello there. It should. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi from the most recent versions of Star Wars. Basically, all the Star Wars, live action now, Obi-Wan Kenobi is portrayed by Ewan McGregor. He was portrayed by Alec Guinness in the original trilogy, who is the older version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But today, we're going to start out by unboxing C110P Chop or Chopper. Now you see his box here. Has the figure here. Chopper does have the little arms that come out, and he'll wave them around. And he'll grab things with it. He has the symbol of our Imperial Collector here. Now this, real quick, this little figure is from electronic. And it actually has a controller with it, and it'll make noise and go around and do different movements. It came from the Droid Factory at Disney World, also at Disneyland. But I got the specific at Disney World. Now, you can build different ones. I didn't build this one because you can't build an exact version of Chopper. They only sell the exact versions. What I mean by that is you can't get the one that has the different color leg. The authentic Chopper has a different leg on one side because his leg was damaged and he had to get a different one, a surplus leg. I wanted one as authentic as you could get. But anyway, so this is the Hot Toys Chopper. You'll see just different versions of the figure. You know, he'll have accessories. He has his little satellite dish on top. Here's another version with his hands out on the side. Let's go ahead and open Chopper up and see what's in the box. Okay, now this is cool because I'm doing these episodes back to back, and I'm actually unboxing Chopper along with Hera because Chopper belongs to Hera. But in the art, it has Chopper, Hera, Sabine Wren, and a Lothcat. The Lothcat comes with Sabine Wren. We're unboxing Sabine Wren right after this episode. We're going to do the next episode, and she's going to be in it. No, it's not a Snoop Dogg song, the next episode. Hey, 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 unbox every day. If you know Snoop Dogg, you know what that is. So, yeah, that's pretty cool in that arc, because we're getting those all together anyway. They're in the Ahsoka series together. And there's kind of a Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon show reunion, but in live action. So, this is the first droid figure, astrometric droid figure that I've unboxed. So it is kind of different. These do not have display stands. Now I don't have them yet, but there is an R2D2. There's an R5D4. Excuse me. R2D2 would go along with the Mandalorian series because Luke Skywalker had him in that series, as well as R5D4 actually now belongs to the Mandalorian. So I will be getting those eventually and adding those to the collection. But one thing that I found out is that the Hot Toys droids, like astromech droids, do not have stands. they basically stand on their own. So we won't be kind of getting out all the accessories and things like we normally do with this one. We're going to look at the figure and the accessories all at once. And I hope there's not a lot of plastic like there normally is. Now for this one, I'm definitely going to look at these instructions because it is the first astromech droid that I have unboxed, and I have no idea what we're looking at here. Other than, like I said, I did see where they don't have stands. Let's see. So basically, just talking about different movements. There's different antennas that you could, add to him. Different pieces, different ways to fit in the different pieces in him. And we might have to look at this along the way. Cool. Okay, let's take a look here. We'll get Chopper out. Oh, this is cool. Wow, this is very, very detailed. And very much so like his older brother here. Let's see. So his head does tilt, as you'll see here. Kind of a tilting action. Now, some of these astromechs are electronic. They do have electronic versions of them, which take batteries and make noise and light up and things. This one does not appear to be one of those. I know there are a few R2-D2s that are, and I don't think there's an R5-D4 that does, that they've come out with yet. Chopper usually has an expression. Droids can have expressions. Chopper will have his neck like craned or going to one side like he's curious about something. So to make it look like he's thinking or like he's very curious. So first thing here, he does have his bottom wheel, like this one here. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and get that installed. And with some rubber there. We got that off. Does that telescope some? What's the deal here? Well, take a look back at those instructions. Hey, maybe we do need them. Ah, I see. Okay. I was just doing that a little wrong there. Okay, there he is. There's Chopper. And he does have a holographic projector. I think we're going to go ahead and get his... I think that's a cool... Whoa. Chill out there, buddy. He about rolled away. So that's a neat one. It's kind of like the one that goes up and he's trying to detect a signal or something like that. There's his regular one that just sits down on there. So it's normal, that version. I think that's the version I'm going to have on him because I like to have my figures just kind of regular with their regular look. Let's see. I actually have a white screen that's in the background that kind of helps with the videos, and sometimes it goes blank, and I got to get it back up there. So here's his hands, and there's a little compartment here, evidently, that opens. Yeah, so you'll see there's a little compartment here on the side that opens up, and you take this out, and you can put his hands in there. And they basically just fit right in there. There's one hand there. Haven't quite got the hang of the figure yet, but I will. Keeps wanting to rock back here. But that is a feature of the figure. Okay, now let me get this other side. Pulled it out. Put his other. Now he does have another hand that basically makes it a little smaller hand. One's kind of like this. One's like a gripping hand that does have like a workable grip to it. And then that's the regular one right there that looks like the normal chopper. That's the one I'm gonna install on this side. They just kind of fit in there. So there's Chopper, how he normally would be. You see there. Very detailed figure. It's very cool. Very cool. A lot of functions to him. See there? Top of him. Now he does have one more thing. I was wondering what this was for, because this was like one of those things that you do the eyes with on the regular figures. So this is actually, you pull out this arm with it, and he has a little arm where he can hold things right here. Specifically, he has a communicator that he can hold, and the communicator has a hologram of Professor Hugh Yang from Star Wars Ahsoka. He's supposed to be able to hold that somehow. Or maybe. Well, can't quite figure that one out, but that is a hologram of Professor Hugh Yang from Star Wars Ahsoka, the series. So he has that. He's supposed to be able to hold in this little hand right here, but like I said, I can't quite. Can't quite get that figured out, so we might leave that alone for now. Okay, sorry about that. Silence. So that's Chopper. We've got the first figure there. Unbox C1 10P Chop or Chopper. So we'll set him to the side. Get these accessories back in here that we're not going to be displaying. And we'll move on to Hot Toys Hera Syndulla as seen in Ahsoka, the series. Okay. Got that one set to the side. I've dropped it to the side. Now we have Hera Syndulla, as like I said, portrayed by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, the wife of Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Live action Star Wars. Okay. Wow. I've been waiting on this figure. I've actually waited 3 months for this figure to come from China. Great box. Great portrayal of the figure here on the box. Hera Syndulla, Captain of the Ghost. Here she is here with like a scanning device that you saw her use on Ahsoka. And there's her, just another pose with her hands on her hips there, like she does some in the show as well. So let's unbox. Again, cover art knocks it out of the park. A picture of her with that scanner, also with Chopper, as we've just unboxed. Great artwork there. Now, this figure is not one of the ones that are considered the deluxe figures, the DX figures, like the Luke Skywalker that we got, or the Ahsoka we got from The Mandalorian. They're specifically called DX figures, which is deluxe. But she has so many accessories like one of the deluxe figures. So it will be really interesting going through all of her accessories when we do. Okay, so to start with, as you know, we're all about the base. Now this is going to be interesting because I've seen this and had some foreknowledge of something interesting about this base and this figure holder. We've seen the dynamic flight poles, we've seen the crotch grabbers, we've seen the waist grabbers. This one has something unique and brand new to, wow, that is stuck to my hand and will not come off. Brand new and unique to Hera Syndulla, and that is a device that goes up under her belt. It's very interesting. I've seen it when I was looking up this figure, and it not her belt, but her jacket. She has on a leather jacket, and it goes up behind her leather jacket and kind of keeps the figure in place. So we'll look at that in a little bit. It's a base we've seen before. Basically a deck of a ship or the Imperial ship or something like that. It says Star Wars and Hera Syndulla. You can see that there. And we'll set that to the side over here by Chopper. She does have multiple hands, gun shooting hands. She's not a force wielder, so she doesn't have force hands. She has fist hands. There's one of her gun hands there. She has this satchel or like utility bag, cause she is a mechanic as well. So it's like a mechanic's bag. And with this, she also has a small communicator that she can hold in her hand, and like communicate. And it actually goes right in here. It just fits right in that part of this little satchel that she has. And it's kind of like a leather-esque satchel. We'll put that on her and see her with that on in just a little bit. Now this is also her scanner that she uses in Ahsoka. That's a pretty cool accessory. Got a lot of details to it. There's some black wash on there with the white. And you can change out the antenna accessories. There's antenna that are lowered. See, these are raised. There's lowered antennas that you can stick in there and change out as well. And she also has a blaster. Now this blaster is one that they've not made before. A lot of the blasters, a lot of figures will have the same type blaster, like Imperial troopers or Rebel. Even the Rebels have guns that they've confiscated from people that look like guns we've seen before. This one is a specific gun just to Hera Syndulla. So it's a different model we have not seen before. We're going to set that to the side. She does have the moving eye, so she has the moving eye accessory, like we've seen several times in the past. Now, she does have some plastic on her, so I'm going to do what you've got used to in the videos. I'm going to pause it, I'm going to get the plastic off of her, and we're going to take a look at this figure. Okay, now, I've got the plastic off of the figure, and let me tell you, when I tell you that I am blown away by the detail of this figure, I'm not joking. Hera Syndulla, by far, is not one of my favorite characters. I mean, I don't dislike her, but she's just not, she's not a Darth Maul or a Sabine Wren, specifically being a purple Mandalorian, because purple's my favorite color. Sabine Wren and Chopper. Or Ahsoka Tano or anybody like that. Never really paid attention that much to Hera Syndulla, but just the figure being so detailed and awesome. This is probably the coolest Hot Toys figure that I have that we have unboxed yet. It's awesome. Look at the detail on her face, her eyes, her skin tone. She's green. Her leather jacket has actually embroidered pouches on it. You'll see there the Phoenix Squadron pouch. She has an embroidered logo on the back of the Ghost. That's the logo of the Ghost. She has a leather-like cover. She's a Twi'lek. The name of her race is a Twi'lek. She has these goggles on her head there. They come down. She has the light circles on her Twi'lek, on her like horns back there. I mean, she has her rank for her general for the New Republic. She has a real leather jacket, her undershirt. Everything is just awesome. Leather belt. She has the boots. Now, I will say this, and this is kind of hilarious. One of the memes, one of the jokes in that series was her butt. There was a lot of memes and things where Mary Elizabeth Winstead, they were like, wow, Star Wars babe is packing or something. Well, they did her justice. There is junk in her trunk. Kind of funny. But yeah, very detailed figure from the back and the front. I guess she is all about that base. Wait. Leather looking boots. Very detailed. I mean, it's just an awesome figure. One of probably my favorite figure in regards to the detail and likeness. Now, Sabine Wren, I've been told is going to blow me away. Which Sabine is actually one of my favorite characters. So, can't wait to unbox that one next. Real quick, I'm going to get this figure set up in the pose that I'm going to have her displayed in. And we'll be right back. And we'll see that before we put it on the collection room shelf to be displayed and move on to our next unboxing. Okay, we are back. And I now have posed my Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Hera Syndulla, Hot Toys figure here. As you'll see displayed on this display stand, it goes up her jacket in the back there. There she is. And here is her colleague, C110P Chopper. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Imperial Collector. Please like and subscribe. I am the Imperial Collector. Join us next time for our episode where we'll be unboxing Sabine Wren as seen in the Ahsoka series for our Star Wars Rebels reunion of sorts. Thank you, and may the Force be with you.